Hello and welcome to the Paul Rolls Fieldhouse on the campus of Holliston High School. Today is February 3rd, 2021, and Holliston Cable Access Television is here covering the girls basketball action as Holliston hosts the Medfield Warriors in today's junior varsity game. My name is Steve Hedrick, doing the play-by-play, along with Jay Wyman, providing his expert analysis. Jay, we haven't seen our JV girls play yet because of COVID and scheduling issues. I'll bet the girls are pumped to play.
Well, let's be honest about it. Not only have we not seen them, they've not seen each other practice. The coach hasn't seen them practice because the poor kids haven't had games, or they had, the one game, and they haven't had any practices or anything since. So they're going to give it their best go here tonight, though. Medfield, their opponent, has played a few games, so they may be a little less rusty. But, we're getting to play basketball. The girls get a little normalcy back in their life. So whatever happens here, it's all for the good.
The Medfield Warriors, a JV team, is 6-1 right now. And they've been playing since the middle of December, at least practicing. The Holliston JVs didn't start practicing until January. And they played one game against Norwood. And then they haven't played since. And not only haven't they played, they haven't had a chance to practice. So between COVID, sitting downs and scheduling and snowstorms and the whole bit.
Well, you know what? If you love basketball enough, you'll play the game no matter what you have to go through, right?
Okay, the JV, the Medfield girls put the ball in play with the winning of the coin flip.
Holliston opens up in a zone defense. Looks like a 2-3.
Okay, Medfield working the ball around.
Without any practices or anything, Holliston's got to go very basic on all their offenses and defenses. But there's a steal, a travel. So the defense has forced the first turnover on Medfield.
We've got Katie Williams, number 14. Number 10 is Lucy Morrow. Number 12 is Josie Quinn. Who else do we have here?
We have number
15 is Caroline Brady, and 50 is Mia Quinzani.
Nice rebound there by number 14, Katie Williams.
Number 15 with the shot. There we go. That's Caroline Brady with the first hoop. The coach of the Holliston JV team is Jeff Waldman.
I'll tell you what, Holliston hasn't played in a while, but they're starting out pretty well here, both offensively and defensively. Playing that zone just right to get the hands up and do a nice job. And another forced error by that Holliston defense.
I'm wondering what kind of shape the girls are in, if they've been able to do anything.
Well, the good news is 5, 6, 7 subs. So at least they'll have, some girls they can sub in if need be.
Okay, Holliston moving the ball up. There's a turnover. The JV team has 7 ninth graders and 8 10th graders.
Wow.
On the squad.
Very young.
3-point shot, no good. And Josie Quinn with the rebound. Out to Katie Williams. Medfield with the steal.
Holliston hustles back on defense.
Cross-court pass. Okay. You can see they haven't been practicing much. The hands are all down in the zone. Yeah. They got to get the hands up.
I think that's where you're going to see the girls really get tired. They're not in really basketball shape. They probably got in it a little bit in the beginning of the year, but you kind of tend to get out of it after a while. And we've talked about this a lot in all these COVID-related games, and that basketball shape isn't just the ability to run up and down the court. There's so many other things you have to be able to do that you don't have to do in other sports.
There's a turnover, and we got a blocking foul on number 12, Josie Quinn. Without practices, then the coach can't reinforce the hands up on defense, move to the ball, and all of those little things.
This is where, your knowledge of basketball basics, and you know, at the lower levels, those things should be really drilled in. You know, if you want to run a simple little zone like this, you know, defense, that's okay, but you know, you still need the man-to-man principles, and you know, you need all of that. And,
There's a block.
and you know, those are the types of things that if you learn and you know them, you can use them whether you're playing ball here at this level or even down at the park with a bunch of other people who know how to play the game.
Block was by Katie Williams.
5:54, 5:45 left to go in the first quarter.
Okay. Medfield moving the ball. Shot by 33, no good. Holliston breaking out. Lead pass just off the hands. She's out of bounds. It's going to be Medfield ball. 2-0 Holliston.
That was a really nice lead pass. That's the right idea, and that's where you see a little bit of the rust. You're just a half a step behind, but that's looking down and throwing the ball down to one of your players running down court. That's what you want to do.
Offensive rebound by Medfield. They set it back up.
Oh,
we got to travel.
That's 3 forced errors by that Holliston defense.
And this is a Medfield team that's been playing and practicing. Okay. Holliston inbounds the ball. They get it to the middle. That's nice. That's what you want to look for. Get it into the middle. And the drive to the hoop is no good by 15. Caroline Brady.
$4:59 left to go in the first quarter here. Didn't mention yet, of course, that Medfield has a 1-2-2 zone press that they're using, but it seems like it's almost three-quarter court. It doesn't seem like they're really down pressing the ball down low.
Yeah, it's a three-quarter court. Oh, interception by Medfield. And Medfield always presses. There's no question about that. Turnover, and Holliston will get the ball back. You know, through all the levels of the Medfield program, it's a great program, and they learn all the presses, and that's what they do.
I think Hopkinton does a lot of that too, because you see a lot of here's a forced error in Holliston. You see a lot of pressing. You know, the Holliston kids, I remember the boys years ago. They'd come out and they'd press all over the place, and they knew exactly where to double team and everything. And that's the kind of thing I mean. If you learn that stuff down in the lower levels, when you come up here and you're playing your first game you play in a while, you can still apply those fundamental rules and procedures.
Okay, we got a blocking foul on Holliston.
4:37 left to go in the first, 2-0. Holliston in front.
Okay, number 12, Medfield has the ball. Mandy Glynn.
That looked like partially blocked.
I think so. And here's Holliston on the break. And it's going to be Holliston ball. Katie Williams bringing it up, trying to dish it off.
Yeah, Katie brought it up, went across the lane on that, and I think she might have, if she took a couple more steps, she would have been able to get that layup herself. But again, looking up, looking to pass to your teammates. Good
Pass
sign.
Inside, a lot of traffic in there, and it's going to be a travel. When you're on the floor with the ball, you can't roll because you're changing your pivot point. Okay, Holliston a 2-1-2 defense.
Halfway through the first quarter here, the 4-minute mark, 2-0 Holliston.
They get it into the post. There's a shot, no good. Holliston rebound. Okay, Williams.
Yeah, that's kind of double dribble. Yeah, Katie Williams. I think what she was doing was she kind of looked down and she was going to make the pass, and she just kind of hesitated for a minute. But I like what she does. She comes down and she's looking down for the her teammates who are running the lanes down there.
And Medfield's number 10 puts it up, falls short. Rebound is number 41, Martha Walker. Sienna Roby is also in the game. Oh, and there's a steal by Medfield on the double team at half court. Oh,
Whoa.
You got to put the ball on the floor.
Oh,
once.
that's a travel.
Yep. You got to put it on the floor.
Tennessee came down and forth. Martha Walker came down. She hustled from way back court. She came all the way down and was able to force that error.
Okay, now this is where you got to know. They're going to trap in that corner.
Yep.
So you don't want to dribble to that sideline. You want to take it to the middle, or look for a cutter in the middle before you get to that spot.
Absolutely. Never, ever, ever on a zone press take it to the middle, take it to the corner. Never take it to the corner. That's where they want you to go.
As the legend always says, that sideline is another defender.
It's just another defender. That sideline and that backcourt and frontcourt line, that's just another defender.
Give and go. Holliston gets their hand on it, but we've got a foul. Foul's on Lucy Morrow. And we've got a Medfield timeout with 3:01 to go in the first period. Holliston leading 2-0.
Well, honestly, I mean, defensively, I think Holliston's doing a nice job. But you can see with the dribbling and the passing is just off a little bit. And it's the skill stuff like that you're going to see that's off.
When you practice every day, one of the things you're doing is you're dribbling the ball, you're getting the feel of the ball, you're running and dribbling, you're passing, you're doing drills to improve those skills. This is like them walking on the court for the first time,
Yeah.
You're going to be rusty. There's no question about it.
But I do like the effort they're putting out, and they're in a tough situation. But like I say, there's so many things you can do. We talk a lot about, and we should, because all these teams have had such a short season and everything. But if you really want to be a basketball player, there's so many things you should be practicing all the way through the year. I don't care if it's just dribbling up and down your driveway, or if it's foul shooting, if you have the place to get to a basket, running, staying in shape. Look, all these types of things, you can still be doing a lot of stuff out there without having either the rest of your team or even somebody else out there to help you.
Yeah, the dribbling is important, getting used to handling the ball, because if you can handle the ball and look around, now you can do anything else.
And if you can handle the ball and you make your free throws, you'll be there. You can be trusted at the end of the game.
That's number 4, Bridget Deegan with the hoop.
Tie game, 2:45 left to go in the first quarter.
Out of bounds, Holliston ball. Medfield is fallen back, no press.
They stay in their zone. They're in a 2-3 zone.
Okay. They're moving it. Watch. Oh, nice into the post, but we got a double. And there's the baseline cutter. Good.
Nice pass. Nice inlet.
Great pass from the baseline into the low post.
That was Martha Walker. A very nice pass, inlet pass.
Whoa.
Travel.
There was a lot of everything going on there. A little traveling, a little whacking. Okay, number 30, Michaela McHugh comes into the game. McHugh. And number 50, Mia Kunzani is in the game. Number 12 for Medfield spots up, long shot, no good. Medfield crashes the boards and rebounds. And the runner, no good. Holliston, number 42, gets the rebound, but it's stolen by Medfield. Back out to the top. Shot is no good. A lot of hands reaching for that rebound, but Holliston comes away with it. Williams.
Nice job of coming down, slowing everything down, pulling it back out, set up your offense. Oh, great inlet. Count it.
The mid-post.
Oh, no, count it.
In and out.
Oh, I thought that was in.
That was Mia Quinzani with the shot.
That was more than just in. That was way in. Wow. 1:25 left to go in the first quarter. 2-2.
Okay. Holliston still in their zone. Oh, baseline drive by number 14 for Medfield. No good. Holliston rebounds. They get the ball out. Lucy Morrow. Into the high post. Ooh. And it's going to be Holliston ball.
1:04 left in the game clock, 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Wow, I can't believe that last shot. That was actually in and it came right out.
Well, especially when we have so few up at the rim right now.
Yeah.
And
Long
Holliston shot, no good. Medfield on the break, they get a flyer. Pulls up, out for the three-point line. Shot is no good. Holliston rebounds. Medfield pressing. Holliston gets away from the pressure. Nice look up. Another good pass.
Yeah, a little
the
travel.
drive to the hoop, no good. Michaela McHugh. 42.2 seconds to go in the quarter. Medfield bringing the ball up.
Holliston girls that get the hands up playing defense. That's what you want to see in that zone. Cut down those passing lanes.
Yeah, oh, nice pass to the low post. Shot is no good.
Good outlet.
And Holliston along the sideline. It's knocked out of bounds by Medfield, and Holliston will inbound it 21.7 seconds. Katie Williams inbounding. Okay, it goes into the high post, back to the court. And I guess it was out of bounds on the baseline.
14 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Okay, ball's on the wing. Holliston in the zone. Goes to the corner. Top of the key. Long shot, no good. And that's the end of the quarter with Holliston and Medfield tied 2-2.
Well, it was kind of like what we expected a little bit, but I will tell you that defense is playing well. The other thing I really like is a couple times Medfield had a breakaway on the transition, and Holliston really hustled down to make them, force the turnovers. That's good. That's what you want to see as a coach. The girls are really hustling.
And the thing I'm noticing is that Medfield's been playing since December, and we're keeping up with them.
Yeah.
We're running the floor with them. We're running our offense with them. So it's, so far so good.
Yeah.
Certainly, as the game goes along, we'll see what kind of shape the Holliston kids are in, and that might be the difference.
The press bothered them a little bit, the full court, but there again, those are things that you have to work on as a team. The press stuff. Some of the stuff like don't dribble into the corners. The kids should be doing that anyway. But as a team, when you're trying to set up the teamwork and everything, those are the kids that are, the kids are playing really well doing that. So I like what they're doing. I like the passing. I like that they're when they're dribbling, they're looking down court and they're looking to looking for anyone running the court, get them the ball, and get them some easy transition baskets. 2-2 here.
To start, and once again, for those watching, the quarter breaks are like a minute and a half now or something.
Yeah, minute and a half. Yeah.
They are longer to give the kids a chance to rest from wearing the mask. And
the halftime's only 2 minutes. I did see today, too, by the way, the MIAA, when they came up with the rules for the football that's going to be played in what they call Fall 2, starting from February 22nd, I think, into April 25th, something like that. Their halftime's only going to be 10 minutes. So it's cutting the game times down, which is
right.
Good. That's what they want to have less contact with everybody.
They were very concerned with football and cutting those times down with a little bit of concern about kids not being able to be treated for any injuries, retaped, properly during that short break.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a concern. Football just has a lot more issues than any of the other sports, I think. Okay, Holliston will inbound to start the second quarter.
Once again, you see they're inbounding from the side because of COVID rules.
Nice shot. Nice shot by Lucy Morrow. We've got a jump ball, and the alternating possession goes to Medfield now.
That was a nice shot by Lucy. She had an open shot, and she took it and almost sank it.
Yeah. Oh, now Holliston is putting on a little bit of pressure here.
Yeah, this is a 2-2-1. Yeah. Well, if you have that player down low who can defend, that's what you want to run. 2-2-1.
Shot from the 3-point line, no good. Holliston
I thought
out of bounds.
It. Nice hustle.
That's a tough place to save a ball under the opponent's basket because you're not
sure
where
you don't want to give it back to him.
Yeah. Okay, Medfield inbounds at Holliston in a 2-1-2 now. They're moving into the high post. The dribble to the basket, no good. Number 15 with the rebound, Caroline Brady. Medfield in man pressure or zone pressure. Holliston breaks it.
Nice pass.
Into the middle, a nice
Great
lead pass. Can't quite handle it. Caroline Brady with the great pass.
That was a beautiful pass by Brady. She went up and got the ball right over the defender.
Quinzani couldn't quite grab it. Okay, Medfield moves it up against the pressure. And now we've got a foul on number 50, Mia Quinzani. A little bit of shoulder block there, trying to slow the drive down.
Wow. That's not a shooting foul. Interesting. Holliston has 4 fouls on them in the first half here, and Medfield only has 1.
Okay. They send the cutter through. Then there's a drive to the hoop. No good. Holliston with the rebound. Bringing it out. Brady. A lot of traffic there. She gets rid of it. Lucy Morrow. Now it's back at the top of the key. Katie Williams. Try to get into the low post to Brady, but it doesn't connect.
Nice job. There's some nice defense there by Medfield.
This is really tough. The rule changes sometimes. The officials are so. You've been doing this game for so long, and this is instead nothing is inbounded on the baseline, and they're so used to that. It's hard to change. Sideline inbounds, and the purpose of that is to keep the kids spread out.
Right.
Okay, Holliston looking in. Baseline cut. Shot is blocked. Holliston gets the loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Let's see, they're going to call first the jump ball or the 24-second violation, 30-second violation. Sorry.
Violation.
They're going with the jump ball, I guess.
Okay. Oh, it's going to be Holliston ball on the alternating possession. Now they got to figure out what the shot clock is. See, now I think the rule, that should be a turnover because they didn't get the shot off. Normally, when the ball's tied up during an offensive possession, if the offense retains the ball, the shot clock stays at what it was at.
Right.
Well, since this is at 0,
it should stay at 0.
Or at least minimum, they got to put 1 second back on the clock.
.6:17 left to go here. That's a good explanation, Steve. Thanks. That's one of those things where if you're really not paying attention to all the rules, sometimes you miss something like that. And I think that's what they're arguing here.
Well, if they're saying that the shot clock ran out, then it was a shot clock violation.
Right.
Okay, see?
I guess
they're going to put 1 second back on the clock, which is what I thought. They just thought the shot clock went the time went an extra second before the jump ball, after the jump ball.
So this is where you throw it in and throw it right up.
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh.
6:11 left to go after all of that.
Yeah. Paul Cotino is the Medfield junior varsity coach, and he's a little perplexed at the whole situation.
Well, he's right on top of the rule, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Medfield working the ball. They get into the high post, down to the baseline. Okay. Medfield loses the ball, and it's going to be Holliston ball.
Well, once again, Mia Kozani's down there, and Mia's done a good job. She's forced a lot of those errors now, too.
So I'm not sure what the discussion is between the clock operator and the JV
the
coach.
clock operator's got a lot to do, and he doesn't want to have to be talking to the coaches.
And they shouldn't be. If you, as a coach, have an issue, you should be talking to the official.
Absolutely. 5:45 left to go, second quarter.
Baseline jump shot is good by Mia Quinzani.
They start making a few of those, and you start getting a little confidence up.
And that was a good shot. She was wide open on that. Medfield shot no good. Goes back. Medfield with the rebound.
Boy, there's some great defense. Holy mackerel. Yeah.
And there's a travel. That was nice. The Holliston defense swarmed that ball in the key, which was great.
Well, and they can collapse. If you're going to play a zone like that, and you know that they can't shoot from the outside, you can collapse that zone. Don't give them anything at all on the inside. I mean, that's the idea of the zone.
Okay. Medfield steals the ball on the press. Now they're working their offense. Holliston sliding back and forth. It goes into the high post, and the drive to the basket. Score the hoop.
One of the players I've noticed who's playing up top on that, Katie Williams, has done a nice job sliding back and forth, and really she seems to be where she needs to be all the time with that zone defense, and that's good. You get all five girls in sync doing that, and you really get something going. 4:58 left to go in the half.
41, Martha Walker comes into the game, and Caroline Brady comes out. And this is Bridget Deegan. And so far, she's got all of Medfield's points. And she misses the shot. Holliston with the possession now.
Yeah, that press is like very soft three-quarter court. When they come up at all, they're calling it off. Looks like they're in a 1-2-2 now. Nope, I guess not. Nope.
And we have a steal, and Medfield's coming back with it. Their big girl brings it up. And she's playing the point. That's an interesting. That's Keely Larkin.
If you're not scoring a lot, what you want to do is get the ball in the hands of your best player as much as you can. And if that's the way to do it, then that's what they'll do. I've seen a lot of press breaks now. Not press breaks, but zone breaks, where they're saying instead of putting your center in the high post, they're starting to put the guards in the high post who can handle the ball better, pass the ball better, and shoot better.
And look over the defense.
Yep.
Because of their height. Oh. Nice recovery by Holliston. Moving the ball into the post. Up fake. Nice baseline pass. Another up fake.
Right.
And we've got a Medfield foul.
And I think that'll be a two-shot foul.
That was Martha Walker. She got the Medfield player up off her feet and drew the foul.
Yep, they'll be shooting two. For those of you who just started watching these COVID-era games, the free throws, if they're not able to be rebounded, nobody stays inside the key. Now, because they can rebound off of this, they will get back in rebounding position. Boy, we had two really classic boys basketball games this Sunday.
Shot is good.
Nice shot.
Makes the second one.
And we talked a lot about how free throw shooting, at the end of the game is so important and everything. And both games came down to free throws, and Holliston made theirs, and they swept Ashland. So very, very close and really, really good games.
Yeah, you really got to work on those free throws. It's just as it says, a free throw.
Right.
So.
And you don't have to have anyone to practice that with you. You can just sit there and do free throws if need be. 3:36 left to go in the first half.
Okay, and that was an alternating possession call.
Medfield's ball here.
Okay, Medfield inbounding at the foul line extended. They get it into the middle.
Nice defense again.
Trying to get it into the post player, and the post player departed the position, and then the ball came. So.
Yeah, and they're going down. They're going down on that baseline, and Holliston doing a nice job defending the baseline too. .332 left to go in the first half.
Okay, once again, a 1-2-2 press.
Ooh, that was the right idea too.
Yeah, you got to hold that pivot foot when you're looking up the floor. The right idea to look up the floor. Got to maintain your position.
That seems to be with young players the hardest thing to do is get them to look down the floor. This team seems to another nice basket. This team seems to be pretty good at that. They seem to be pretty well trained in looking down court and trying to get the ball down there. 3:19 left to go.
This is Bridget Deegan again.
He'll be shooting one.
And she misses that one. Bridget has 6 points. Medfield has 6 points. Yeah. Okay, we got a sub coming in. Number 42 is Sienna Roby. And Mia Quinzani gets a break.
Yep, there's another turnover by Holliston.
Yeah, you really got to learn to hold that foot. You can't keep moving.
Right.
I know you're looking up, but it's you got to stay where you are.
Well, once again, we talked about that earlier. That's where you get a ball. You go home, you get a ball, and you practice dribbling with your head up. The old Red Auerbach saying that I used to get a lot of guff from Tom Emmons about. Auerbach said, the ball is round, the floor is flat. It's going to come right back to you. You don't have to look down.
But it is harder than it seems.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
It's a skill you can acquire just by practicing on your own.
Okay, Holliston breaks the press. They take it to the middle. Nice job. We get the shot off, but it's blocked, and it's a jump ball. Sienna Roby had her shot blocked, but then gained control of it, but Medfield tied it up.
Yeah, your forwards are getting down there in good position, and they're getting on the ball. They're just taking just a little bit too long to respond to taking the ball in and throwing up to the hoop.
Oh, a missed dribble. Oh, that's a travel. Her knee was on the floor. You can't get up.
Good defense. Look at the hustle by Holliston getting back on defense.
Oh, nice penetration by Medfield. The drive is no good. Medfield gets a rebound again.
6-5, 2:15 left to go.
Okay, Medfield with the shot. That's number 2. And that's Caroline Seitz. Turnover. Medfield coming back again. There's a fall away. No good. Medfield with the offensive rebound. And that was number 12, Mandy Glynn. So a timeout with 1:50 to go in the second quarter, and Medfield leading 10-5.
Yeah, and a little bit of a run here, and they're getting down low, and they're making their hoops now.
Yeah, ball is starting to fall. Their press is starting to create more and more turnovers.
Right.
The thing you got to be conscious of is take your time on breaking the press.
Mhm.
You know, you
Patience.
can't throw the ball to a spot. You got to throw it to where your player is.
Right.
You know, and the player has got to get to an open area on the floor.
Yeah, and dribbling, you know, you got to be careful. That's what they kind of want you to do, and they don't want you to dribble. They're trying to force the whole thing about these zones is they're trying to get you into a corner where they have the advantage of putting, you know, two players on you, and then you've got what I call the other two players, the base lines and the front court lines and the sidelines and everything. Those are like two players. You can't go.
Yeah.
They're great defenders. You can't go outside of them to pass the ball.
Presses are designed to gain an advantage.
Absolutely.
And if they can force you, they'll let you go to that sideline.
Yep.
That's why it's so easy to get there. Because once
Exactly.
you get there, now they double you, and the sideline is there, so you can't, you know, it's very hard to get out of that
Right.
spot.
But the flip side of that is if you pass the ball and pass it well, and the you know the players know where to go, you're going to get a lot of easy transition layups.
Okay, Holliston inbounding the ball. Once again, Medfield is pressing. This is
Over the back
ball
on
is
that one.
deflected. We get a Medfield foul.
That's only the third foul on Medfield. Holliston sitting with 6 fouls with 1:45 left to go in the first half.
Okay, Holliston inbounding on the sideline. Medfield is coming up with a
See, Holliston's
press.
responding. Holliston's responding to that one player. That one player up front is dictating everything on that defense.
They lose the ball on the dribble.
Oh, what a
There's the
great
flyer.
pass!
Medfield,
Wow.
and they make the hoop. That's number 12 for Medfield, Mandy Glynn, her second hoop of the game.
Now, I'm not a big fan of the bounce pass, but that's exactly where you want to use it right there. Nicely played by Medfield.
Yeah, right into the middle. Okay, ball goes to the baseline, having trouble handling it, and the pivot goes off of Medfield's foot. It's going to be Holliston ball.
12-5, Holliston down 7, 1:14 to go in the first half.
It's so hard for the officials to communicate to the players when
I
they're
know.
wearing masks.
I know
you
it.
can't see what they're saying.
That's the same with coaching, trying to coach where your players are wearing masks too.
There we go. Nice shot, three-point shot. No good.
Nice rebound. Oh, in and out.
A battle for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and that's Martha Walker fighting in the middle there.
Sienna Roby with a nice rebound and putback.
Okay. And that's Michaela McKee comes back in. And this is hard to get your subs off the bench because they could be like 35 feet away from you.
Right. And they're all supposed to come to the table there and put some sanitizing on too.
Okay. Shot by Medfield.
Oh,
There's number
three-pointer.
10 with a three-point shot. That's Paige Ostrowski. Okay, we got a foul on Medfield on Ostrowski. I'm sorry, that was on Mandy Glynn.
A wet spot on the floor here. Of course, in this day and age with the wet spots, you got to be careful.
Yeah. Medfield was nice enough to wipe it up.
Should be sanitizing. 42.8 seconds left to go. Full 30-second on the shot clock.
Okay, inbound. That's it. Look. Find the open player and look. All right, now you're in the corner. You don't want to stay there too long.
It's
Okay,
interesting.
to the
They're not extending that zone up top, Steve. They want them to take that shot.
There's
Count
the
it!
shot. There we go. That's
Oh.
a two-point shot by Lucy Morrow.
Nice job, Lucy. 18, 17, 16 seconds left to go.
15-7. Medfield leading. There's a spin in the middle, and we get a travel.
Yeah.
7.3 seconds left in the half. Holliston got to go the length of the court. Into the middle, into the middle. And when you're receiving that ball, you really got to make a step to the ball.
Yeah.
You always got to step to that
Exactly.
pass. Well, that's the halftime, and Medfield is leading 15-7. Considering we haven't played, I think the Holliston kids are doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, you got a couple nice things you can build on that you've seen Holliston do. I'm very impressed with the defense, very impressed with the hustle. I really like the fact that they're looking down, they're getting some good passes in there and everything. The only thing now they got to work on a little bit is their passing in the press situation. You know, the other thing, if you don't want to be pressed, then break the press 2 or 3 times in a row, and they'll call it off. That's the thing about a press. If that's really bugging you, then get out there, work hard, and break it. So I'd like to see them do a little bit better against the press. But again, I keep stressing that press break and that kind of stuff, a lot of that has to do with coordinating your team and your teammates, and that's something they just have to be on the floor to do.
And when you have a press break, the coaches are going to give you spots on the floor to go to, okay? But when you're there, you have to read the defense and then adjust your position to the open space. And in some cases, if the defense is close enough, use your body to seal them off so they can't get out and intercept the pass.
Just like getting a rebound. Your box
Exactly.
just like getting a rebound. And you know, in a lot of sports you can use that same type of positioning. But I do like a lot of the things that I see from the girl. You know, you kind of feel for the head coach here. You know, he's trying his best, but you know, I mean, what do you do without practice? I mean, that's just going to
It's really tough because they, you know, the finesse stuff is just not there.
Yeah,
just not there.
And you see him. You know, this coach Jeff Waldman is the coach of Holliston here, and you see him out there trying to teach, and he's trying to teach while they're on the court. It's so darn hard, you know, but they're doing okay, you know. It's 15-7, and you know what the most important thing is, Steve? They're playing basketball.
We're playing basketball.
Okay, we're getting ready here for the second half.
Steve Hedrick here with Jay Wyman, Holliston girls JV team playing the Medfield JVs.
The varsity game we have coming up right after this, and that will be Dover-Sherburne. Holliston will be playing Dover-Sherburne.
And once again, switching the schedule because of all this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
It really is crazy. You know?
Yep. This is when the athletic directors earn their pay.
I know. You know, usually their big headache is rainouts.
Yeah.
You know?
You usually don't have a lot of well, except for blizzard conditions. You usually don't have a lot of canceled basketball games or indoor sports.
So Holliston has the arrow to start the second half, and they inbound. And Medfield is in a 2-1-2 zone. Ball goes inside. Shot is up. No good by Brady. Medfield flying down the court. Oh, they got a runner, and the shot is short. Nice rebound by Josie Quinn. She's bringing it up, takes it to the middle, finds a pass out.
Great inlet. Ooh.
Shot is no good. And Medfield coming back.
Lucy Moore with a really nice, and I really, really am impressed with the way they're getting their ball in down low. Now they just got to finish when they get it down there.
That's going to be a kick ball. Okay, Medfield going to inbound it. Holliston in a 2-1-2 zone. Ball up top. We've got a foul on Holliston. You mentioned this earlier, Jay. Katie Williams, she really is doing a nice job in that zone. She's very active.
She plays it very well, yeah.
Flashing from the wing to the post. Drive to the hoop, no good, and there's a rebound.
Great pass.
Outlet.
Get it up and
Right,
then count it.
score it.
Oh, nice finish.
Score it. And who was that?
That looked like
Lucy Morrow.
Yep.
Okay, it's going to be Medfield ball. Holliston foul.
Foul is on 15. Carolyn Brady.
Shot from the wing is good. And that's number 10. Where is she? Paige.
You know, another thing that Medfield is really now starting to get very active defensively, and but one of the things they're doing, they're very aggressive. You can fake a pass. You can fake a pass one direction. They'll clean out. They'll go for that fake now.
Oh, nice pass into the low post. Shot doesn't go. Medfield breaks out. Three-point shot, no good. They get the rebound, take it to the hoop, score the basket. That's Bridget Deegan.
Whoop.
Medfield with the break, no good. Holliston with the rebound.
Oh, that's a nice job.
Josie Quinn. Good look up.
Nice
play.
Josie Quinn right there. She did an excellent job. She made a mistake, and she didn't put her head down. She went back and played good defense and got the ball back for Holliston, resulting in a basket.
Okay, shot is no good. Two Medfield players fight for it. And the shot is good down low by number 14.
You can tell
Mary
it seems like Holliston is getting a little more used to all of this now.
That's it. All right, good press break. Nice job. Settle. Oh. The Euro step to the middle. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Travel.
great.
5 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. 21-11. Medfield.
Okay, Medfield inbounds the ball. Okay, they're moving it. Drive to the hoop. Throws it up, no good. Holliston with the rebound. Swarm, nice job. Out with the outlet, the look up. And it's going to be a travel. Okay. Holliston's doing a nice job looking up the floor. They really are. They're moving the ball.
And I think, I look out there now, Steve, I think they're getting a little winded. So it might be a good time either for a timeout or to get some other players in there, because some of these girls are really getting winded.
Yeah, we've got some subs coming in. 31 is Ava St. John. Okay, shot from the wing, no good. Medfield with the rebound, no good.
Well,
it goes off of Medfield.
Medfield must have made some kind of adjustment at halftime because they're getting a lot more rebounds. Now, Holliston was doing a nice job getting those defensive rebounds, but Medfield's starting to get quite a few second shots. So Holliston's going to have to, if you're going to play a zone, it's going to be tough to find someone to box out, but you're just going to have to figure that out.
Nice defense.
Oh,
nice
a
defense.
running right-hander. Wow.
Okay. Ball is loose. Under control, no good. Medfield with the steal. Okay, this is what's hard when you're getting tired. You got to stay under control with your body.
You really do need a timeout here, I think, to get things back under control.
Oh, ball goes off of Holliston's foot, goes out of bounds, and the coach agrees with you.
Yeah, that's a good call by Coach Wyman, because you can just see it out there. You know, when hands go on your hip, you know that's the first sign. And the other thing, don't forget, I mean, these kids are playing with masks on. and I know I've done physical stuff with a mask on, and I'll tell you, it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. So
I'm getting tired talking with the mask on.
So this is a good timeout. The other thing you want to do is, calm them down a little bit, talk to them, spread your offense, take your time. And you said it right in the beginning, Steve, that against the press break, when you're trying to do a press break, be patient. Be patient. You don't have to hurry. Get the ball and get it out. You know where you're going to be. Have a trailer behind you all the time so you can go back if you need to, and just take it easy.
And part of that patience is when you are going to throw to your teammate, if they're covered, fake the pass and then go to your second option.
Yeah.
And when you usually fake that pass, the defense reacts to the potential pass, and now it opens up other players.
And they will react. And the way Medfield's playing, and they're playing it, really. I think they're doing a very nice job defensively. Medfield is now, but it's because they're just looking, they're just anticipating where the ball's going to go and getting there. You fake them, they're going to shift as a team, and someone's going to be open.
The other thing is when you're playing a zone defense and the ball is passed to your area and you slide over to that ball, you got to close out under control.
Yep.
I think what's happening is we're closing out so fast and getting so close that Medfield is just up faking and going around us. Medfield. Shot is no good, and Josie Quinn with the ball. She gets it over half court. And now we're into the offense. The shot is up, no good. That was Katie Williams.
That's okay, that's a good shot. She was wide open. You take that shot. If it's in your range, go for it.
Okay, Holliston in the 2-1-2. Long three-point shot, no good. Long rebound goes to Medfield, but Holliston scoops it. Get it over half court.
That to settle it down.
Shot is up, no good by Mia Quinzani. Okay. See, there's you got to close out.
Yeah.
So that they don't go by you.
Exactly.
Okay. That's it. Bring it to the middle. Don't go to that sideline. Onto the wing. Nice post pick.
Get in there.
Shot is up and good.
Oh, nice.
Shot is up and good. And that's Josie Quinn.
Nicely done.
Josie is a sophomore.
42, Sienna Roby's in now. Emma Shields waiting for her turn. She's going in for the shooter here. .225 left to go in the third quarter.
Shot is long. Holliston with the rebound. Medfield comes away with it. And the drive, no good. Holliston rebounds. We get control of it. Okay, and Medfield with the foul. .23-13.
Josie Quinn comes out. She's got to be tired. She's really played hard.
Yeah, she's done a nice job. Holliston inbounding. Emma Shields. Number 4, Emma.
That's it. Keep it out of there.
Okay, into the post, back outside. Down into the post. Oh, nice passing. Nice shot.
Yep.
That's Ava St. John.
Keep that zone moving. Keep throwing those passes. Keep that zone moving. Get that ball inside, and some good things will happen.
Ava is a freshman. Yeah. Makes the first free throw.
She called bank too, so that's good.
Ada's got a little length to her.
She does.
Samantha Smith comes into the game
Another freshman.
for Lucy Morrow.
I like these freshmen are getting some JV time.
Shot is no good.
Oh,
Holliston
great
with the
ball.
rebound. Shot
Get
is
in
up
there,
and
count it.
good. That's Sienna Roby.
Sienna, nice job. Nice rebound. Right back up. See what she did too? She didn't bring the ball down. She kept the ball up high and went right back up with it. Well played.
Yeah, Jay, I wanted to mention that earlier, and it just totally went by. Yeah, the big kids got to keep that ball up high.
Absolutely.
Medfield on the drive, no good. Holliston beats them to the rebound.
Samantha Smith.
There we
There
go.
you
Good
go.
timeout. Medfield, they do such a nice job of swarming the ball when they know they've got you trapped, and the kids
Yeah.
react and they double.
I really like the way they play. I really like the way they play defense.
I guess we didn't get that timeout. Okay, almost a steal by Holliston. Got a double dribble call. Now it's going to be Holliston ball.
1:15 left to go in the third.
And
Holliston only down 7 here. You know, a couple hoops in there. They're going to be in good shape.
Okay, on the wing. No. Emma. Cross. That's it.
That's good.
Fake
Good
it.
pass in there.
There you go. Okay.
Whoa. Wow.
And Katie Williams did a nice job. The defense was next to her, so she relocated to get open for that pass.
50 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Number 12 with the three-pointer, no good. Going to be Holliston ball. Emma Shields.
They're kind of extending that press a little bit now.
Oh.
See,
And we've got the foul.
What's happened is that Holliston has the guard to the center of the floor, and that's what they've been doing, and that's fine. But you start doing it all the time, they're going to read it. So what Medfield did is they brought one of their other girls up for a little bit, extended that zone a little bit, put her in position to make that interception.
And they almost play man to man once they in that zone.
Yeah.
You know, once you're in the zone, they pick you up and they deny the ball to that middle person. Okay, second shot from Mandy Glenn. Okay, the shot was no good, but Holliston violated.
Let me explain this a little bit. You have to be free throw extended and back. You can't be on that side of the free throw line.
And you got to wait for the ball to hit the rim.
You're exactly right. Yep.
And Mandy makes the extra shot. There we go. You get it down. Oh! And that's number 4, Bridget Deegan with the steal.
Deegan is a scorer. She's a basketball player. You can tell she's it looks like she's probably their best defensive player too.
Yeah, she's got good reactions. Okay, Holliston. Shot is up, no good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter with Medfield leading Holliston 26-16.
Well, we saw a little bit more scoring there for Holliston, which is good. I think they're starting to, as I said earlier, they're starting to come out of it a little bit. Couple quick things. You mentioned the faking. You got to do that. In fact, saw Samantha Smith do that down in the corner and then open the thing up, and for some reason she got called for traveling. But I'll let that go because I won't say anything bad about the refs. You know them. But anyway, so I saw that, and the press break, they're doing okay. You just can't keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Right, yeah. You know, even though they're pressing the same way, they may change it a little bit on how tight they cover the players in their zone. But what you've got to do is you've got to fake passes to one spot and then go back to the other spot. Sometimes especially if you have your dribble, and the big thing against the zone is to keep your dribble alive.
Yep.
So if the ball comes to you, don't just put it on the floor. Pivot, look for the next pass. If it's open, let it go. If it's not, fake the pass, and then maybe put the ball on the floor to the open area.
And you've really got to do that on offense anyway. You really, if your first instinct is to dribble, you're losing a lot of your opportunities. You know, unless you have free reign to the basket, then obviously you put the ball on the floor and go in and do it. But if you're in a situation where you're further out or something, you're right. Dribble should be the last resort. You should be passing. You should be passing the ball. But again, you know, first of all, these are young kids. First of all, I mean, you know,
who haven't practiced,
and they haven't practiced, and you know, so as far as that goes, there's a lot of little things they should be doing right that maybe they're not. But I'll tell you, I keep going back to this. At least they're playing. At least they're down here playing. This is how they're going to learn. You're not going to learn by not playing basketball. So I'm so happy that the girls get to play some basketball this week.
And you got to remember, I mean, these are freshmen and sophomores, and they haven't practiced, so they're all new to the system.
Right.
Medfield with a nice pass. Shot is no good, but we got a blocking foul on Mia Quinzani.
7:49 left to go in this ball game.
And the shot is good. This is number 5, Eve Tormey. Eve with the shot, no good. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Medfield ball. Talking to Coach Cofino before the game, the Medfield coach, and Eve came up to him, and apparently for 2 years he's been pronouncing her last name wrong. Okay, Medfield inbounds. Okay, good defense by Holliston. And it goes off of the Medfield player and out of bounds. Okay, Medfield in a 1-2-2 press.
Looks like they might have changed something up here. Let's see how Holliston does this. There you go.
There you go.
Nicely
Looking down
done.
the floor.
Nicely done. Get in there.
Shot is no good. Holliston ties the ball up.
Say it's a nice adjustment on the pass break by Holliston, and they were able to get the ball down in for a shot. 7:29 left to go in the ball game.
You know, one of the last things you're putting in as a coach is your press breaks.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and here you have to do it without having any practices.
Well,
Medfield with the drive.
Oh, and one.
And it's good.
Well, you know, the good thing is, though, they're getting to work against the press. So if they come up with it, hopefully they'll have a few more games. And if they come up against it now, they'll be they maybe have a little more confidence playing against it.
Number 33, Kaylee Larkin, comes into the game for Medfield.
You know, it's funny. We do of course, we do the football and basketball, and even some softball and baseball. But because we missed a lot last year and in this fall, a lot of the names I don't recognize. Usually, you recognize somebody's name. This is so-and-so's sister or whatever, and
you're just getting old, Jim.
Yeah, well, that too.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah.
It wasn't all the way over. No, 3 points. 2 feet in the ball, have to cross over to. That's not a backcourt violation. Because you still had 1 foot in the backcourt.
Let's see what they're doing. They're reversing it? Nope.
Huh.
Give and go.
The drive to the hoop is good for Bridget Deegan.
Give and go. Pick and roll. Fast break.
There we go.
That's what I love.
Medfield foul. Coming over the back against the press break.
Josie Quinn, Katie Williams coming back in. They're in for Michaela McHugh and Mia Quinzani.
Okay. Lucy Morrow. Ball back up to Lucy. Long shot from the top of the key. No good. Just inside the
Good shot, though.
line.
Good shot. That's what you want to do. You get that open shot, take it.
Okay, Medfield. Oh, nice drive to the basket. No good. Good rebound by
Good
Martha
outlet.
Walker.
Look down.
Oh, wow. She just outruns everybody. Medfield with the ball, though. Yeah, this is really hard for Coach to figure out his combinations.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't really seen any of these kids and to know who's better in what positions and drive to the hoop.
Yeah. I think that defense now is spread a little bit. That in the beginning of the game, Holliston was really clumped down inside, and they weren't able to. Medfield wasn't able to do any of those drives. But for some reason now Holliston, and maybe it was because they've made a couple outside shots, it's opened up that defense a little bit and allowed some drives by the Medfield team.
Well, and I think what's happening is we're getting tired and we're not closing out properly.
There's foul right there. Foul situation, by the way. Medfield's in the bonus, and Holliston will be in the bonus on the next foul.
5:47 to go in the fourth quarter. 33-16 Medfield. Right into the high post, which was open. Nice. On the post move. Tried to pass inside. Oh. And we got a jump ball. That's Martha
Holliston's
Walker.
ball.
I think Martha's got to learn to keep the ball high. She keeps bringing it down when she gets it. And it takes up time. And it also allows guards to come in and double. And I think she would find she could get her shot off just by turning and keeping the ball up there.
Okay. Lots of discussion here. 5:35 left to go in this ball game.
All right, going to be Holliston ball.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
All right, into the high post. Nice move. Good help defense by Medfield. Takes the ball away. Layup no good.
Oh.
And we got a jump ball.
Hope they're okay, but
a lot of tussling in there.
Yeah, should be Medfield's ball, I believe.
Baseline drive is good by number 10, Paige Ostrowski. As a defender, you got to try not to let your player beat you on the baseline.
Right.
There's no help on the baseline. Always want to force them to the middle. Long shot, no good. And I think the Holliston girls are getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Oh, nice give and go.
Oh, pretty play.
And that's Bridget Bridget Deegan has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points.
Well, like I said, she's a player. You can tell. A lot of times you can tell the kids have played a lot of basketball, and I would not be surprised if she's one of those kids who's played a lot of basketball because she does a lot of stuff very well. She's very fluid in her game, both offensively and defensively. She's always looking for the open person to pass to, and she cuts to the hoop very well. She's had a couple really nice give and goes too.
And she's a freshman. So,
that's one thing we've seen. The girls and the boys is that there's a lot now, like the Holliston Varsity. If you watch the second game here, you'll see them playing against Over Sherburne, and they have it's half the team is seniors, half the team is juniors, and they play the juniors a lot. So, even though they didn't get a lot of time this year, if they can get a lot of time over the summer coming up, if things open up and that's allowed, you can see where Holliston will be in a good situation, where they'll have a lot of kids with a lot of experience. It's so much of this is experience. You forget, a lot of times you forget. I know, like, when we had kids in the schools, you have a freshman starting in the varsity. That's a big deal.
Sure.
Well, you did.
Absolutely.
You know that. That's a big deal.
What's going to hurt, though, is if this JV team only plays 4 games this year, then next year it's going to have an impact on the varsity program.
But they have a lot of freshmen playing on this particular team, which will help the JV next year.
That was Katie Williams with the shot. Holliston back on D.
The other thing is we talk about a lot of these COVID games, and there's a foul. COVID games and lack of the COVID games. And we played Ashland twice last week. Those were their first 2 games. So you think Holliston has unable to play, And
shooters roll.
Yeah, there you go. 4:08 left to go in this ball game. Number 31, Eva St. John comes in. I call him Eva. Is it Eva? Eva would be with an A, right? It must be Eva. Eva St. John.
However I pronounce it is probably wrong. Okay, Medfield gets the rebound. It was a long rebound. Holliston with the steal. Nice play. Katie Williams up, but Medfield gets it back. The shot is no good, but we get the foul on Lucy Morrow.
The shooting foul, shooting 2.
Yeah, it's just really hard for these girls to get in any kind of basketball shape if they haven't been on the court.
Right.
I mean, even if you've been good and you're at home on the treadmill, putting in your miles on the treadmill, basketball shape is it's totally
so
different.
Especially if you're down low. It's so different, but there's a lot of stuff you can do, by yourself. I mean, just take a tennis ball and throw it up high against the wall and keep jumping up and tipping it and jumping up and tipping it. There's a lot of stuff you can do.
Holliston breaks down, and we get a foul. The shot was by Ava St. John. She'll go to the line for 2. Well, just to give you an example, Jay, when I was in college, I ran cross country to get in shape for basketball. This is the first. Well, the first couple days of basketball practice, I was exhausted. I didn't have any of that side-to-side movement.
Same thing. I know when I was playing football, and then you go from football to basketball. It's a whole different game.
The shot is good by Medfield.
39-16, 41-16, Medfield. Well, I'll tell you, I really didn't think Holliston would play this well. To be honest with you, I mean they've done some things that you would expect, some Rust type things, but I like a lot of the stuff. Like I said at halftime, a lot of the stuff I've seen that you can build off of, and that's all you can really ask for as a coach. We're going to get a major substitution coming in here in a minute.
Yeah, it's tough. And the kids have been up and down the floor. Remember, this game, Medfield started pressing to start the game.
Yeah,
They
the
were
whole
pressing
game.
almost the whole game.
The whole game.
So that alone is tiring.
Okay, so we got number 1, Samantha Smith in there. Number 30, Michaela McHugh. And I didn't see who was the other one.
24, Lindsay Haddad. Misses a shot. Ball bounces around. Medfield with it. Pass across the court. Up fake and drive. No good. And Holliston's got the rebound.
And Holliston will be shooting a 1-and-1, I believe. That was the 8th foul on Medfield.
And that's Ava St. John going to the free throw line again. Did a nice job boxing out on that rebound.
Yep. Now the Holliston girls can get down in there. Hope the refs will tell them. There you go. They can get down in there because on a 1-and-1 you have the option of a miss on the first one. Although that's not going to happen here.
There we go.
Told you. 2:58 left to go in this ball game. I bet these girls are so happy, and I'm sure their parents are happy too to get out here and just, as I said earlier, just add some normalcy back to their lives. And you know,
it's tough when you play a sport and you can't play it.
I know it.
Drive to the hoop, nice drive.
And you know, it's really tough, especially for the seniors, and I certainly understand that. But it's tough for all the kids. You know, if you're really excited, you're a freshman, and I almost made a 3. You're a freshman, and here you are. You made the JV. You're a freshman. You made the JV. That's really exciting. And then you don't get to play any games or have any practices. You know, that really stinks.
That was Emma Shields with the 3-point shot. It just missed.
Oh, nice recovery with defense.
Holliston with the ball. Oh, Medfield comes away with it, though. Emma Shields with the ball again. Oh,
there she is
Medfield
again.
steals it. Oh, she's getting her arms taken off.
Yeah, they'll be shooting 1-and-1 again.
You know, I could have one of those electronic whistles right over here, you know.
That would be nice. Take it home with you.
And it wouldn't interrupt my talking.
No, whenever you want something at home, take it home. Use the whistle. That'll go over big. 2:14 left to go in the game. Emma's at the line, again shooting 1-and-1. This is the 9th foul on Medfield.
Emma with the shot, and it's good. Must be those new knee pads that her mother gave me to bring in and give to her today.
There it is.
Misses the second. Medfield with the rebound. 2:12 to go. Good defense. Oh.
Yeah. A little foul. I think on Samantha Smith. Yeah. A little block in the back type of a thing.
It's really hard to hear these whistles.
It really is.
They're not as loud as a regular whistle, and we've got headsets on.
Right, and like I know some people, this may be the first time they've watched, but if it is, the refs obviously don't have whistles in their mouths. You can't do that because of the mask. So they have a device they have in their hands that sounds like a whistle. And a lot of times, we've done multiple games now when, even though we have the headsets on, normally a normal game you'd hear the whistle very clearly, but now sometimes you don't hear it. The other thing you really miss is having the fans in here. You know, it just... I don't know.
Definitely.
I don't want to get into the whole situation and everything, but boy, I do wish they could have at least some of the parents in here.
Okay, Holliston working the offense. Medfield is back in their zone.
Whoa.
The long 3-point shot is no good. Medfield with the rebound. And they're flying out number 33 with the lay-in.
That's a nice fast break. 1:30 left to go in this ball game, 90 seconds.
Lindsay Haddad with the ball.
Long three. Oh,
No good. Emma with the shot. Ava did a nice job of getting back.
yeah.
She just had her arms out to the side, and that's where the contact was, and that's why the foul was called.
And that's okay because she came down and, he didn't get the basket. She did a very nice job hustling. Love to hustle these girls today. And, actually both teams really played really well in as far as the hustle situation, and they both expended a lot of energy today. Good to see. 1:14 left to go in the game.
Shot is up and short. Long rebound.
Yeah.
Medfield gets the rebound. That's the tough thing about
Great box out by Holliston, and then the rebound goes back over your head.
Shot by Medfield is no good.
Look at the
Holliston comes away with it. Nice play, nice play. Samantha Smith.
Whoa, nice pass. Get in there.
Oh. Who is that? Number 30, Michaela McHugh with the shot.
50 seconds left.
Okay, they inbound the ball. 38 seconds. Medfield with the long
Whoa,
shot. Bank
the
shot.
back boy. A la Sam Jones. .25 seconds left to go in the game. There you
Emma
go.
with the shot.
There you go.
In and out.
Nice job.
In and out. Okay, going to be Medfield ball. 14.4 seconds to go. Good defense. Holliston with the rebound. The
Look
outlet.
down. 1 second left.
Oh.
And that'll do it.
So
Final score,
It's
50-19.
Medfield 50, Holliston 19. Some point totals here. Emma Shields with 1, Morrow with 4, Quinn with 2, Brady with 4, Ava St. John with 3, Martha Walker with 1, Sienna Roby with 2, and Mia Quinzani with 2.
Yeah, and they all hustled well and played well, and that'll do it for this first game. And stick around. Final score 50-19. Stick around here, and we'll get in the varsity game in just a few moments. Thank you.
Good night.